But at the end of the day, it's all about the cash flow, right?
Yeah. What I would do is definitely start putting, 30 to 40% of your money away so that you can have it to buy and put down as a down payment, right? Or you can seriously put your wholesale checks into the next rental property.
Smart.
Because a number of ways that you can buy and hold, and especially in the pockets that you're in. If, like you were telling me, you can be all in for a house for 30 or 40, right? And then they're worth, 70 to 80, renting for what, 800 or 900 a month. So what I would do is take some of those wholesale checks, maybe if it's two, say your wholesale check is $15K a piece, that property that you want to be all in for $30K, just start with one and get it all fixed up, rent it out, and do some updating to maybe the flooring in the kitchen and the flooring in the bathrooms, subtle updates to the property. Make sure your mechanicals are straight and your roof is good, because that's the type of stuff the bank or the appraiser is going to look at. What did you put in your property, right?
Raises the value of the property.
Exactly. A lot of banks are going to probably refinance you out at 75. Sometimes you get lucky and your credit's all good and you have that credibility. It's 80%, but just kind of look for that 70 to 75% of the value. And so if you're into that thing for 50 cents on the dollar, right? So it's worth 70 to 80 grand, you're all into it for 30, then you're gonna make that spread of where that bank is gonna give that money to you, right? So my advice is start with one. Make that connection with you bring that property to a local bank, right? And see what they say. Hey, what would you land on something like this? And keep doing that, because sometimes if the bank doesn't know you keep knocking on doors or making phone calls and making that connection, but you're gonna build that rental property, then do it again on another one. Maybe wholesale 3 houses, save one of those checks for the next buy and hold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and that's some real good advice. And one thing I always like to teach is for every 5 properties that you wholesale, keep one as a whole. And my first 3 years in real estate, man, I look back, I just wholesale so much. I made a lot of money, active income, get taxed like shit. But when it's with these buy and holds, man, it's so much good tax advantages. Cost segregation is depreciation, and a lot of people that's just flipping, and it's good flipping, but you got to keep some, man, and to offset some of your taxes. And sometimes we don't got to pay taxes depending on how many you brought for that year. You can cost segregate. So and I like the bird too, that you buy, renovate, rent it out, refinance. Great way, man. Yeah.
It's an absolute game changer, man.
Yeah.
Stop giving away your assets.
Stop giving away your assets. Keep them. Cash flow, baby. Cash flow.